What's up guys, Jeff Cavalier, alertness.com. So if you're looking to tone up your abs, then we gotta start by defining what toned really is. See, toned by the general definition means being able to see a muscle more, right? If I have a muscle that I'm holding out here and then I flex it, it looks more toned. Somebody might say that I have a harder looking muscle, a more toned looking muscle. Okay, that's good, but that's not the exact definition of tone, especially as a physical therapist, when we deal with people that have medical conditions that limit the amount of tone that they can have or tonicity they can have in their muscles, then we want to start defining it the right way. And what that is basically the resting level of activity or the resting level of tension or contraction in a muscle. So again, if my muscle at rest looks like this, right, a little bit loose, whatever, it wouldn't look as good as somebody that had a resting level of tension like that, right? If there was a level of tone. Now, tone can be a pathological thing. You can be in a state of high tone and not be in a good state because diseases can lead you to have increased tone all the time, which becomes actually very, very problematic. But when you're training, if you want to get increased muscle tone, the first way, by having something that looks more visibly toned and in shape, that's going to be diet. Diet always, you're going to want to make sure that you're cutting down the level of body fat that you have that's hiding the shape of the muscle that's beneath. That shape of that muscle gets improved by working out, but it gets revealed by getting rid of some of the body fat to show more muscle tone. If you want to increase your tone though, where you're already kind of at a lower level, there's two things you can do from an ab standpoint. Number one, you want to start getting up here on the bar and doing lots of hanging leg raises in different variations of ab movements from the bar for two reasons. Tone can be increased by the level of stretch in a muscle. So when we're up here on the bar, we get much more stretch. I'll turn here to the side so you can see much more stretch in the bottom than we would from a floor-based ab movement, okay? The reason why stretch works is that if you think about what tone actually does in your body, one of its functions is to protect us. And if we're kind of falling asleep like this, and it snaps us back because it feels the stretch on the front of the neck and kind of stretches us back to the front. You can increase resting tone, resting level of activity in a muscle by doing more stretch-loaded exercises. So that's number one benefit. Number two, go to the hard exercises. When you're up on a bar, there's a lot more activity and effort that must be exerted here on these exercises than, let's say, a lot of floor-based crunches or planks and things like that. And again, it goes back to the idea of waking up the muscles, getting muscles to become more activated, increasing the level of contribution of the muscle fibers to an activity makes it more toned in the long run. Start opting for harder versions to involve more effort, to involve more activity from all the muscles in your core, and you'll start seeing more resting tone. And you got to make sure, of course, you're working on that diet too, because if you want to look at the general definition of tone, then get rid of all that fat that's covering up your hard work, okay? If you're looking for exercises and a meal plan to kind of hit you and give you that 1-2 combination, then head to athleanx.com right now and get our AthleanX training system. It comes with our AthleanX Factor meal plans, everything included, okay, all in one spot. I'll be back here again in just a couple days. Make sure you leave your comments and your requests down below, and I'll do my best to bring those videos to you here each and every week. I'll see you soon.